This is the Doctor, continuing the Unicorn Overlord playthrough. The last episode, we recruited a whole bunch of people in our first battle in Drakenhold, including, well, technically, in a way, Leia and Virginia, but also Aramis, Prim, here's Prim. Aramis, you're up here. And Berengaria, who is Travis's sister. Berengaria, Travis, and Bruno also formed the Tricorns. Aramis is a sword fighter, just like Leia. He is a offensive sword fighter, though. So, wow, look at that. Aramis has 18 physical attack compared to 12 for Leia. Quite different there. Gotta give you some damage, Aramis. We also have to give you one of those mercenary eye patch and so forth. Our money's a little tight, only 23,000. We should have enough. This episode, we will do a lot of talking and reading and so forth, so let's get to it. Townsperson, I'm so glad I can be back with my family like this, and I've got you and your army to thank for it. It's even got me thinking about joining up with our town watch, you know, to protect the people I love when they need it most. I can get just half as strong as you all. Well, I might just be able to do it. Earl, my dad is so good at arm wrestling. He can beat everyone else's dad like it was nothing. Town girl, we were just discussing how best we can keep our town safe in this harsh world. Things might be okay now, but who knows when the next threat might come along. Townsperson, make sure you're ready if you're heading into the desert. Those sands are a lawless place. You never know what kind of bandit might come crawling out of the next dust cloud. Miner, I'm working myself into an early grave in these mines. Maybe I ought to head to the Colosseum and try striking a rich there instead. Miner, keep dreaming, pal. Swinging that pick is all you know how to do, and you're not even that good at it. Miner, did you really have to put it like that? Miner, I really want to meet Prince Gilbert someday. Here he's been going around the country saving anyone who needs it. Well, we've heard talk about this Gilbert quite a bit. What's his deal? Getting some divine shards. Some herbs. Now notice how the resources in this region, Drakenhold, is different than the resources in Cornea. Oh, there's a cemetery. So there are cemeteries in every region that Sharon wants to visit. She always says the exact same thing. So we'll let her do her thing. Drakenhold soldier, this town is right on the old disputed border between Cornea and Drakenhold. Yep. Old man, how dare those Honorian snakes put an old man like me to work in the mines? It's shameful, I tell you. Old woman, oh, quit your whining. You're the one who was pushing folks out of the way to grab that pickaxe. Old man, well, I just want to show the kids how it was done. Ooh. Actually, some quests up here. Before we do that, I just want to loot what I can. And shard. People to talk to. Digging. Did I interact with that watchtower? No. Okay, let's see what... Ooh, no, there's more stuff down here. More divine shards. Might turn some of those in for some resources. Alright, let's see what everyone here has to say. Sword fighter. Sword fighters like me are devoted to the blade and train day and night in hopes of delivering a killing blow. Consider hiring us for your army, if it so please you. Mercenary. Ugh, the bandits we fought on the last job practically swarmed us the second the battle started. Sword fighter. I remember, yes, each of their units bore 4 members, a challenging task to overcome. Mercenary. Maybe we should try boosting our max unit size too, if we've got the honors for it, I mean. Sword fighter, I suggest you do the same, good sir. The size of a given unit is, at times, the most important improvement you can make. Hold a moment. It would seem this is a lesson you've already learned. Mercenary, you've got a good head on those shoulders, kid. Try and make sure you never lose it. Yeah, we've already learned all this. They're just gonna say the same thing? No, mercenary, remember, the more members you've got in unit, the more strategies you can use in battle. Sword fighter, consider well how combatant skills might complement each other. Indeed. Wyvern Knight. Wyvern Knights rule the skies with grace and composure. We're leading a unit, we can even cross mountains and rivers. We also deal extra damage against ground-based enemies, especially cavalry. Archer, I'm sure you know by now, but airborne enemies are especially vulnerable to arrow fire. Can't say the same about fighters, though. Their shields deflect our attacks like they were nothing. Yep. Knight, sometimes it's better to just add members to a unit rather than making new units entirely. Try selecting expand units at a fort, then spending some honors to increase a unit's max size. Yeah, we've already been doing that. Sword fighter. Word of the Liberation's deeds have spread far and wide, attracting quite the array of hopeful mercenaries to the fort here. That includes sword fighters like me. We possess a skill called Keen Edge, which is known to never miss its target. It will always strike true, even against enemies with dodging skills. Perhaps you'd like to test it against my unit. Alright, what do you got, buddy? Oh, I see. This is actually a really annoying group. We need a Ralph. But we also can't have Travis. Travis would just die. And Bruno is no good. I think I know how to do this. We're gonna put out here. Clive has the true thrust. We need someone like O'Cleese to perhaps tank. And then we can put in our own true strike. Let's put in Aramis. Something like this should be able to deal with this comp. Yep, Clive's unit. O'Cleese dies? I mean, we win, but I feel like we could do better. Oh wow, he resisted Aramis there, like he didn't die in one hit. That's surprising. Oh, that takes out Clive. Oh, he survived! Well done!
Seems we've done it!
I think if we put Hodrick, no one would have died. Nice. Okay, sword fighter. Thank you for sparring with me, my liege. And remember, sword fighters such as myself perform quite poorly against foes who can guard our attacks. Best avoid deploying us against hoplites, for example. Yep, sword fighters are really bad against anyone with armor like hoplites. Okay, let's see. We got more resources. We can loot. We have 13. Find shards. I want to save up for this angel plume. I think it might be a unique item that's only accessible to, like only accessible here. Track and hold soldier. It's easy to get bogged down in the desert, you know. Anyone who's not flying will move way slower in the sand. So some items can increase your speed, man. Better take a few with you, just in case. Good to know, but we don't need to deal with the desert just yet. Let's see if we can fix up any of these towns. Okay, we can fix up this town. Drayball town. Old man, I'm not sure what we've done to deserve this kindness, but as mayor of this town, all I can do is thank you. I only hope our lives will be a little easier now. What do we
You
got?
won't find finer weapons in all of Drakenhold.
That Angel Hunter's buckler. Ah, it's 8,000. Let's get the Mercenary's eye patch for Aramis. He does claim to be a mercenary after all.
Much obliged.
And we might come back to buy that Angel Hunter's buckler at some point. Oh man, it won't be easy getting back to the way things used to be. But anything's possible as long as all our fine citizens work together. Alright, let's use the map to see if we can fix up the other two towns. We can fix up at least Veston Town. Can we fix up Mir Town? Seems like it. Does Veston Town also require a lumber? Okay, we can fix up all the towns. So, let's station Baron Garia here. Since
If you say so.
that's where we rescued her from. Well, didn't really rescue her, we more
My
met her.
wares won't disappoint.
Take 3 replica swords.
You got a deal. Your court.
I wonder if she likes swords. She might like it. But you know who I think would definitely like it? Aramis. Might be wrong, but I'm gonna try.
Got a keen eye on ya.
Gonna buy
My
more
wares.
of
You
these
got
swords
a
here.
deal. Your coins.
What else are
You
you selling?
won't find finer weapons in all of Drakenhold.
Defender's Mace. This is for Cleric. Quick Barrier. Reduce damage taken by an ally by 50% for one attack. Could be decent in the right situation, but Viper Shield. Nope, don't need that. Squire Shield. Now this is a... You might wonder, why is this thing 10,000 gold? It doesn't seem that impressive. But the thing is, it has quick cover. So cover an ally with medium guard. It lets you protect an ally. And there are a lot of classes with pretty good defense, but no ability to actually cover. So someone like Clive, for example, I know I changed him from defensive, but if you didn't do that, Squire Shield could be just a thing. It could be good on Miriam as our Radiant Knight. They have actually reasonable defenses and reasonable amounts of guard. So having this could be a great item to give them, you know, in certain battles, the ability to cover. Especially Miriam, you want her to cover like an archer trying to shoot Fran, for example. In fact, that kind of just makes me want to buy it, or it'll be
Much
worth it.
obliged.
Okay, and then we've got some Carno shields, Carno Great Shields. I don't know, it's more stats, but +1 initiative as a side benefit. It's kind of meh. Iron Shields, just an upgrade, but there's nothing special about them, so I don't think we need this. Fix up this town. Townsperson, you folks aren't from around here, are you? It's hard to believe you're doing all this for a bunch of strangers. We will station Aramis here.
I shall guard it well.
Townsperson, we owe you one, both for helping us and for serving as an inspiration for times to come. I wonder if you'd like that replica sword. Let's find out. Nope. Aramis, for me, is it? I suppose I should offer my gratitude then. And then Mir Town.
You won't find finer weapons in all of Drakenhold.
Okay, this was the item I'm looking for, the Rookie Egg. User earns plus 100% experience. I'll use up most of my remaining money, but it's worth it. This area also has a Blessed Round Shield. It's okay. The problem with this item is defense is very low, but you can heal some when you use an active skill and get a little more hit points. I just don't like the fact that its base defense is only 2. It's pretty bad. There are some weapons, Carnot weapons. Now these are great. Probably pronounced Carnot. However it's pronounced, 19 attack is way above anything we've seen, and 2 initiative, but they are pretty expensive, 4,000. I would definitely buy a few of these once you get some more money. But let's get that Rookie Egg.
Much obliged. Be with.
And we go fix up this town. Oops.
Got it. Your court.
Second old soldier, thanks for getting things sorted out here. Maybe now we can actually do our jobs. And we're gonna station Prim.
I'll prove myself worthy.
Zanura doesn't stand a chance with deliberation on their heels. I believe in you. Pretty sure I actually know what Prim likes. I remember she likes food, so I'll give her a flan patissiere. Prim, right when I was starting to feel hungry too. You know me well, Elaine. I only know that because that's one of the things I most remember about her in my previous playthrough. I barely used gifts in the previous playthrough, but this time we're gonna go around and give a lot more gifts out. And I am going to do some more meals. So I already
Good
sort of
seeing you, friend. I'll take your order anytime.
have an idea
Don't
of
be
what
a
I want to do. I was gonna have Elaine eat with the Knights of the Rose, but then Aramis, Prim, Virginia, Leia, and Travis. We'll have them do a meal too.
Good seeing.
Travis, Virginia, Prim, Aramis, and Leia.
Enjoy now. Is all of this food for us? It's unlike anything I've ever eaten.
I'm so happy right now.
That sounds like Prim. Okay, we're gonna have Elaine have some food with the Knights of the Rose.
Enjoy now.
You smell that?
How delightful.
Simply inspiring.
A truly exceptional banquet.
And then,
Don't be a...
who else should we have? Some meals with. I want to try to prioritize people who. Oh, did I not include Berengaria? Oh, I did Aramis. Oh, Berengaria, that would have been too many people. Well, I could make Berengaria eat with Bruno and Travis, but I was thinking like Travis is too upset at Berengaria right now to eat, so we could do, you know, we could do, if I remember correctly, Sharon likes Bruno and got a ways to go. Sharon also likes Keitra. Bruno likes Selvi of all people. Kind of makes sense. Try to pick some people whose conversations are actually like in our starting region. Now we'll have Berengaria eat with, I think, Bruno and Sharon.
Good seeing you, friend. Enjoy now.
Time to eat.
Such wonderful flavors.
Go on, eat.
Nothing like a hot meal.
Don't be...
Speaking of Bruno, where is he? Also Miriam. What would... Maybe Miriam likes Replica Sword. Nope. Got my thanks, Your Highness. I shall gladly accept the honor. Who likes Replica Swords, man? Okay, well, where did I put Bruno? Oh, wait, no, I never garrisoned him anywhere. Keep forgetting that. Let's check our list of people who I garrison. I don't know, he likes food right now. He likes drink. Selvi likes research. Who would like a sword? Hodrick? We'll try. Nope. Hodrick, 'tis an honor, Your Highness. Hmm. Is Lex not guarding anything? I guess not. Would Keetra like a sword? I'm just desperate. Surely she likes swords, right? Yes, okay. Keetra, this is incredible. Wait, it's for me? Thanks. Finally. Okay, I am, I'm pleased enough with that for us to do our rapport conversations. Elaine and Aubin. Aubin, gotta say, I didn't think people this damn nice were really out there. Elaine, who is it you speak of? Aubin, haha, talking about you, boss. I mean, who's ever heard of a guy asking an enemy soldier to join up with him? I'd have sworn you had the sense knocked flat out of you. But maybe that kind of mercy is what's being a king is all about. Elaine, enough of this, I beg you. I stand before you a prince, Aubin, and only then through the constant aid of my entire army. Aubin, heh, good to see you staying humble about it. But you really are different, boss. Rest of the world treats us mercs no better than dirt, just paying us our gold, then sending us to die. For you, though, you get given the same kind of respect that any knight would. Elaine, I hadn't realized that was so unusual. Yet my reason for hiring you was simply because I felt you deserved my trust, not for any sense of moral superiority. Aubin, sure it was. Elaine, as you've said before, it is only coin which motivates your support of the Liberation's cause. So I swear to you now, you shall have all your coin and much more once Cornea is returned to its proper rulers. Aubin, good. Looking forward to it. Yeah, maybe Aubin's not purely motivated by gold anymore. Let's see. Elaine and Keetra, that's gonna be incredible. Elaine, Keetra, that hammer you're carrying. Keetra, what about it? Elaine, is it not different from the one you normally wield? I can't say I remember seeing such intricate carvings on its handle. Keetra, hey, you're right. I must have grabbed the wrong one from the armory this morning. Elaine, is there a reason you don't keep your weapon at your side, as most of our soldiers do? Keetra, well, a hammer's not like most other weapons. I can barely even fit the thing in my tent. Besides, sleeping next to something I've used for war would just give me nightmares, you know? Elaine, Now you have me considering whether I should even be keeping my sword with me. Keetra, I'd say so. I mean, you've still got to sharpen it and stuff, right? I don't have to do anything like that myself. Elaine, then it seems the armory is fair choice. Though taking the wrong weapon by mistake certainly could cause problems for battle to strike. Keetra, right, I almost forgot. Someone's probably out there looking for this. I better go give it back to them. Oh, and thanks for noticing, Prince. Elaine, come to think of it, the armory tent does hold a fair number of hammers. Perhaps Joseph would know a method of quickly telling them apart. That was not as exciting as I thought it would be. Did we do that one yet? Nope. Elaine and Miriam. But we have to unlock that location. We have some in our region though. Virginia and Scarlett has something to say. Virginia. Scarlett, what are you doing over here? Scarlett, perfect timing, Virginia. Look at the little friend I found. Isn't he adorable? Virginia, that foul beast is no friend of mine. Scarlett, what do you mean? He's harmless. Virginia, make haste, Elaine. A grotesque new evil threatens to ravage our lands. Scarlett, it's just a caterpillar, Virginia. We used to catch them all the time back on Palavia. See, there's nothing to be afraid of. Virginia, stay back! I'll not hear another word, vile temptress. Scarlett, oops, he crawled into your armor. Virginia, oh my god. Scarlett, oh there he is. I'm glad you're safe, Sir Caterpillar. Virginia? Elaine, what's the matter, Scarlett? We came as quick as we could. Lex, hey Elaine, the princess isn't looking so good. I understand, Virginia. I understand. Bugs are terrible. You are right to be concerned. Yana and Chloe. Ooh. Yana. This is quite a quandary. Chloe, what's wrong, Yana? Yana, well, I bought some new clothes over in town, but it turns out they're much too small for me to fit into. And I tried offering them to some other soldiers of ours, yet nobody seemed especially interested. So here I am, stuck with an outfit I can't wear, and no one to give it to. Chloe, in that case, do you mind if I take a look? Yana, be my guest. You can even try it on if you like. Chloe, if I wore something Yana picked out for herself, maybe I can be just as charming and mature as she is. Here you are, Chloe. Chloe, oh, this is a fair bit less fabric than I was expecting. I'm not sure if size can really be an issue when there's barely any clothing here to begin with. Yana, you would think not, but it was still rather tight around my waist. Though a slender girl like you should have no problem with that. Go on, try it. Chloe, if you say so. Lex, don't do this, Chloe. There are some things the world's not meant to see. Chloe, what's that supposed to mean? Scarlett, please, Chloe. You have plenty of charm as it is without resorting to such revealing attire. Chloe, you too, Scarlett? Wow. Yana, aren't you like 100 years old or something? You should lecture those kids about the proper clothes to wear. Okay, I wanted to do a little more reading, and then we go. Ooh, that fish. All right, I might come back here and loot this area, but first, let's do a little reading. Events. The General in Black. Upon passing through Mir checkpoint, Lane is greeted by his cousin Virginia and a Drakenhode sword fighter by the name of Leah. Together, they contemplate heading for Bomb Rat, where the Prince of Drakenhode awaits reinforcements. Though Berengaria was said to be a general in Zenoria's army, she finds herself imprisoned by their scornful soldiers instead. Facing execution at the hands of her captors, she awaits an ideal opportunity to escape. A cleric named Prim, growing as a Noriran Gal, jail, I think that's actually how you pronounce it, jail, for breaking their curfew, begins to lose all hope of rescue. Just saved by a mercenary who seems to lead her to safety. Realizing he instead left her alone in the middle of a battlefield, Prim panics. As Aramis returns to the Zenorian fort after freeing Prim, he learns their army is preparing to march into battle. Ordered to stay behind and defend the fort, Aramis is left alone to ponder just who might be bold enough to challenge Zenoria. Free of her jail cell, Berengaria prepares to flee the battlefield, but is stopped by Elaine. Swearing she is no enemy of the liberation, she agrees to instead wield her axe in their name. After the liberation emerges victorious in the battle for Dreybomb, Berengaria returns to their camp and is reunited with her brother Travis. They appear to be on bad terms, however, and the two quickly resort to exchanging barbs. Cleric and Salsor. With the battle at an end, Prim once again thanks Aramis for saving her, and the two decide to join the Liberation's ranks. As Prim walks off, Aramis notices Leah watching her from the shadows. Got a lot of Drakenhode characters. Berengaria, she was imprisoned and set to be executed as a traitor to Zenoria, but was able to escape amidst the Liberation siege on Drakenhode. She then agrees to join the Liberation's ranks, thus reuniting with her brother Travis. Aramis, a mercenary from Drakenhode who freed Prim from captivity while under Zenoria's employ, though his manner of speech seems ill-fitting for a mere sellsword. There can be no denying his skill with a blade. Cleric and sellsword. After reuniting with Prim on the field of battle, he learned she had joined forces with Deliberation and took the opportunity to defect from Zenora once and for all. Prim, a cleric in the Palavian Orthodoxy, born and raised in Drakenhof. While traveling near Fort Hurston to find her sister, she was taken prisoner by Zenora before eventually being freed by Aramis, who then abandoned her. Cleric and sellsword. After being saved by Deliberation, she reunited with Aramis during the battle, and once the day was won, both decided to join Deliberation's ranks in True. We got some Zenoran characters. Hagen, a captain in the Zenoran army entrusted both with Fort Hurston and with overseeing Baron Garia's execution as a traitor to Zenora. After struggling to amass troops of his own, he hired mercenaries to fill his army's boots. Drakenhof locations. We got Mir Town, counting southwest Drakenhof, resting on the nation's border with Pornia. They met with fierce battle when Zenora sought to invade after their conquest of Pornia. The ruins of that conflict now serve as foraging sites for collectors in the region. Vestin Town, large town in the Mir region in southwestern Drakenhof. Much like Mir Town, it met with fierce battle when Zenora sought to invade the nation's lands. Fort Hurston, fort in the Mir region in southwest Drakenhof, much like Mir Town, it met with fierce battle when Zenora sought to invade the nation's lands. It was granted particularly heavy defenses due in large part to the valuable mine to its north. Drabom Town, large town in southwestern Drakenhof, directly on the road leading to the nation's desert, which had once served as a place of exile for criminals and thieves. Hence, the road to its dunes was fitted with a sturdy gate and a careful watch. Okay, you know what? I think we're going to read through all the rest here to clear out these exclamation marks. Devrith, the gathering of land and sea commonly thought to comprise the world. The nations of Pornia, Drakenhof, Elheim, and Bestorius form one contiguous landmass, while Albion stands alone as an island nation to the northwest. Humans, the most popular race in Fevrith, notable for their abundant diversity in everything from appearance to ability. Most live among their own amidst fairly homogeneous lands. Some choose to live abroad with the elves of Elheim or the Bestros of Bestorius. Elves, an elegant race of Elheim characterized by their tall, slender frames and long, pointing ears. They are said to be the oldest race in all Fevrith, along with their counterparts, the Dark Elves. Both sides are exceedingly nimble and excelling archery. Dark Elves, the counterparts of Elves of Elheim. Aside from their appearance and the tendency towards magics and blade arts, they do not bear any physiological differences from their elven brethren. Bestros, a race of humanoid beasts residing mainly in the snowy lands of Bestorius. They consist of a diverse set of bloodlines: lion, bear, wolf, owl, fox, goat, cat, and rat, all of which differ in relative strength and population size. Oh, there's some more stuff. Ring of the Unicorn. A ring handed down through the Cornian royal family, which bears the mark of the Holy Unicorn. It is said to hold the power of cleansing, which can lift the magic of control and restore the minds of those affected to their original selves. According to the great sage in Cornia's sanctuary, the ring bears a greater power than it currently is capable of. The key to unbinding the ring lies in the elven land of Elheim. Magic of control. Magic employed by Zenora's army to shackle the minds of their enemies. Those affected lose any semblance of free will, and, once released, are left with little more than vague memories of the events that transpired. Should the Ring of the Unicorn be held before an affected mind, magic will be broken and their true personality returned to them. Isle of Palavia. A remote island to the west of Fevrith's mainland, with little industry to speak of. Most of its citizens sustain themselves through fishing. They are fiercely proud of their cathedral, which marks the island as the birthplace of the Palavian Orthodoxy. Grand Palavia Cathedral. Cathedral of the Palavian Orthodoxy on the Isle of Palavia. Though it employs few clergymen, the islanders are rather proud of its status as the birthplace of the Orthodoxy. A nearby altar has existed since even before the cathedral was built. The Father. Exalted as the creator of the world in the teachings of the Palavian Orthodoxy, he is said to have sent the Holy Mother to bless the lands, the unicorn to guard them, and the pontifex to speak his divine word, and a host of angels to aid in that task. Those angels, by the way, are not metaphorical. They're literal angels. The Holy Mother, according to the divine teachings of the Pelagian Orthodoxy, she was sent by the Father to bless the lands he created. It is a sainted presence, known as a counterpart to the sacred beast, the unicorn. The unicorn. According to the Pelagian Orthodoxy's teachings, the unicorn is a sacred guardian imbued with the divine power of cleansing by the Father himself, said to have once roamed the lands of Fevrith in great numbers, before their kind went extinct. Pontifex. According to divine teachings of the Pelagian Orthodoxy, the Pontifex was sent by the Father to guide the masses to salvation through miracles and faith. The pontificate is a hereditary position, and the highest ranking authority in the Orthodoxy. Altar of the Unicorn and Maiden. An ancient altar found on the island of Pelagia, according to the Orthodoxy's teachings, was built upon the resting place of the last unicorn, when their sacred kind went extinct. The altar is a simple one, seldom visited by its faithful. Angel. A select group of winged people from Albion who have attained a high-ranking position within the Pelagian Orthodoxy, considered to be messengers of the Father and treated with reverence, yet the term angel is nothing more than an honorary title. The Winged. A race of people with wings on their backs, many of whom live in Albion. With the ability to fly and a natural aptitude for magic, they tend to be envied by other races, generally coexist with little issue, most bear faith in the Orthodoxy's teachings. Divine Shards. Small stones that emit a beautiful, almost sacred light. Though they appear to be mere gemstones at first glance, they possess a luster akin to the indescribable radiance of a star. Ronmore Church. A small church that serves the Ronmore region in southwestern Cornea. It was constructed ages past when the region itself was gifted to the Pelagian Orthodoxy by a bygone king of Cornea. Now that is interesting. The Orthodoxy owns churches across the land. I didn't know that. Which is swamp. A marshy inhabited region in southwestern Cornea that has produced many a witch over the years. While more still came from across the lands to learn witchcraft. Aspiring witches apprentice under sage masters skilled in teaching the magical arts. Art Magician. A sorcerer or sorceress in service of a royal family. As the most powerful magic wielder in their land, they bear eminent authority over matters of magic within their border. In times of war, they will wield their staff in order to protect their monarch. Fevrith's Sanctuaries. Ruins from in bygone time thought to have been used as religious sites. Though majestic, they lack anything of value, a fact which has long kept them safe from bandits. Some claim to have seen pillars of light flowing forth from them, piercing the sky. The Great Sages. 6 wise souls said to have once walked Fevrith's lands, one of whom saved Elaine after he was struck down by Galerius in Cornea's sanctuary. The sage then explained that in order to defeat Galerius, Elaine must travel to Elheim and unbind his ring. There's more. Filled runes? Runes in the Ville region in western Cornea said to have been built during the time of the ancient Zenorian Empire. Inside lies a vast underground labyrinth which has been under investigation by Zenora ever since it came into their control. The Winding Wood. Forested region on the border between Cornea and Elheim shrouded in a thick mist. It said that elven magic makes it impossible for one not of their race to pass through its bowels unguided. I didn't think there would be so many entries. Magic Sigil. Magic markings on the ground constructed from an ancient language and symbology, which were used as training grounds during the reign of the ancient Zenorian Empire. Once activated, the user is transported to another world entirely. Within this other world, the user can battle against an army of phantom soldiers. There is no danger of death or injury in these battles, and defeat simply sends the user back to the other side of the sigil. I didn't realize doing that actually sent you to another world. Huh. Phantom Army. Spectral beings which are summoned by the magic sigils that dot the landscape. Though they seem non-corporeal in nature, they take physical form in battle. Writings indicate they are patterned after the legendary general Polonius's army. Huh. Okay, those last 2 entries were very intriguing. But, reason why I came all the way over here is because remember this region where there was a level 10 group of knights? There's only 2 of them. Just gonna auto-resolve that. Dalvid, what fools you must be to march upon the town I now defend. Okay, the battle for Elzer Cove. And now we can check our quest log to look at the levels of the various quests. Okay, this battle is level 10. So how about that? We can advance up the eastern and western coast of Cornea to keep liberating some regions, while we also will go back to Drakenhold from time to time. Actually done all my rapport conversations. How crazy is that? We're going to unlock more, of course, but this is where we're going to call it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Until next time.